In this lecture series, we are going to learn about Ajax with ASP.NET. First of all, I will explain what is ASP.NET because in here we are going to learn Ajax in ASP.NET. ASP.NET is a set of web development technologies produced by Microsoft that is to build dynamic web pages, web applications, and XML based web applications. Other special thing is it is a part of the .NET framework and it's allowed developers to build applications using multiple languages such as VB, JavaScript and C#. Okay, let's turn into our lesson. Before it, this is the agenda of our lecture series. First of all, I will explain about what is Ajax and what are the advantages of Ajax, and special main topic in our lecture series is next topic. It's technologies that make up Ajax. According to that, we will explain HTML, XML, HTTP request, data transport with XML, JSON, Ajax.NET Professional Library, and JavaScript. Okay, first of all, I will explain what is Ajax. Ajax is a technology. Only the necessary data is transferred back and forth between the client and the web server, so we can minimize the network utilization and processing on the client. Look at this figure. It shows that typically Ajax operates with an assist of some type of proxy. These are the advantages of Ajax: asynchronous and minimal data transfer, and Ajax is very responsiveness and limited processing on the server, like that. Let's move into our next topic. It's an XML HTTP request. XML HTTP request objects form the main basics for most Ajax style application. This is act as the main component to facilitate asynchronous to the server and perform server-side processing without traditional postback. It's the main advantages of the XML HTTP object. So we can avoid postback delay. Especially those object is used by the most modern browsers to facilitate this communication protocol. Under this topic, we will talk about three protocols. First is asynchronous and synchronous request. Second is dealing with response data from the server. Third one is using web services. I will explain about synchronous and asynchronous protocol. Let's look at this sample code. Using this code, you will be able to understand what is the synchronous request. In here, first I have created a new XML HTTP object. In here, after the checking if the object is not null, that is, the object creation is step 1 was successful. You execute this open method passing in 3 parameters. The first parameter, get, is the type of request to make. The second parameter is the server address or endpoint to make the request. The third parameter is false, indicate whether a synchronous or asynchronous request take place. In this case, false indicates that a synchronous request should occur. Then I have created another method, send. It is executed on the XML HTTP object instance to perform the actual request. Since you have specified that a synchronous operation should occur, in here I can see an alert statement. Now I will display a message box, but in here message will not show until the request has completed, executed and returns from the server. Now we are going to talk about the asynchronous request. This is the example code for the asynchronous request. Actually, it performs the same operations as the previous example, but operates in an asynchronous manner. there are two main differences in this example compared to the initial synchronous example. The first difference is the use of the true parameter as a last argument to open method to inside the request should be executed in an asynchronous manner. Can you remember first example we worked as an synchronous manner, but in here we work as an asynchronous manner. The second difference is that the use of the onReady state change event and the ready state property value. Assign a function or event handler to the onReady state change event. When the state of the object changes, this event is triggered and function is executed. Okay, our new topic is dealing with response data. I must scenarios you will want to retrieve